In detention, a group of high school students are held in detention on prom night when they become the main suspects in a murder investigation. What might just be the craziest film I've seen all year. This is the Critic Spotlight.
Are you guys accusing me of something?
There's a killer in Grizzly Lake who is affiliated with people at my school.
Detention is in the library. It goes from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's right through prom.
It can't be any of us. We're not anguished enough. Our generation has had no major struggles.
What about 9/11?
Afghanistan.
Katrina?
Heath Ledger. What? Too soon.
Okay, when I first heard about this movie, I really wasn't that excited for it. It felt a lot like a Scream ripoff to me, and from the trailer, it didn't look like a really good ripoff of Scream. But the thing that got me the most about this film was how self-aware it was. I mean, it knew from the start it wasn't a smart film. You could tell from the opening scene what you're really getting yourself into. And I have to say, it's just really not that great of a film. The reviews have been negative all across the board. Even when I was looking at on Redbox to rent this film, all the reviews they were all 1 stars. There was one 5-star review I seen in about 40 comments. And that doesn't give me a lot of confidence going into the movie. But at first, when I first started watching the film, I thought it was all right. It was chugging along at a pretty good pace. Had a few good laughs here and there. The characters were likable. Even Dane Cook, whoever thought he could ever be likable, but he was in this. And it's really when the film goes over to that, the certain point in the film where it starts changing, and it's just they throw all plot and believability out the window, and they're just going for the crazy feel this time. And the film's from the director of Torque. If y'all don't know what that is, it's a 2004 film, which is just as crazy as this film is, and the movie even makes fun of Torque, which is sort of weird. It's like bashing yourself. But with the humor in this film, when it does the self-awareness, just like Scream did, sometimes it really works. But there's also those times when it doesn't work, and you're left with that awkward feeling because it's just not funny. It's more sad than anything. But I believe this is going to be one of those films that becomes a cult classic. It's going to be one of those films that people will revisit years down the line, and they're going to think, this is just a really great film. But it's also a B film, and it's a cheesy film, and there's just nothing to it, basically. The acting was fine. The main character is played by Josh Hutcherson, and I can't remember her name right now, but she played the main girl in the film. They both did good, and even with all the craziness that happened, you're still able to find some type of believability in those two. And it helped the film sometimes when it would cross over into territory of credibility, when it loses all that. And another thing I didn't really like with it was the directing of the film, because it did things like at the beginning, like it would throw words on the screen, describe characters, and I really don't like that kind of stuff because it sort of takes away from what's going on the screen. And with my lasting opinion on this film, it's a decent horror film, but it tries too hard to be something it's not. In the end, you're better off just skipping this film. For my final grade, I give this film a I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to get updates on my latest reviews, you can click the subscribe button, or if you're interested in seeing some of my written reviews or following me on Facebook or Twitter, I got my links down below. So thank you. This has been the Critic Spotlight.
Who taught you how to make a snuff porno, Lady Gaga?